Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. Only one thing left to do, it looks like. You have two things left to unlock for some reason. Nothing has ever unlocked multiple things at once in this game, but who knows. Maybe you unlock something for completing everything as well, maybe. So we still have no idea what that code is, but we'll find out what it is at some point. Last thing to do. So, it was briefly requested that I try out Super Modified on this track, by the way, or on this tournament, because it's weird how this game always gives me the same opponents, and I don't know why that is. So somebody had seen a video, apparently, elsewhere on YouTube, where someone did this tournament with Super Modified, and 4x4 appeared as an opponent. But no, I don't get 4x4. I get the normal opponents. I don't know why that is. It's fairly strange. I've never seen 4x4 on here, despite them being a starting opponent. Has Metacog ever appeared as an opponent, though? Have they? Yeah, they have, I'm fairly sure. Anyways. I think, so, at the risk of being a little repetitive, I'm gonna go with Toe Jam again. It wouldn't be Bedlam if they had perfect handling. This is Bedlam. It even has a picture of Bedlam on it. I wonder what that person in the menus is asking for our attention for. Anyways, though, I just don't know why they programmed the game that way. Of course, I've had the opposite strange issue before, like in Beat That, where inexplicably we had... I'm not even going to start, actually. I'm driving how fast going up. Yeah, I don't want to lose control right on this bridge here. Where we had Shadow Mark 2 appear out of nowhere all of a sudden. In the middle of the second difficulty, when it's a car with max stats, those stuff that should not be racing at that difficulty. You know, that car wasn't actually unlockable in that version of the game anyways, for some reason, despite being in the game, evidently, through a glitch. It's really, really strange what's going on there. Here, take this ground storm. Every time I hear that laughing sound from the skull, even if I'm not the one that got it, I'm still displeased. Let me put down this mine! I wanted to put down the mine for so long. There were so many things I was passing up I wanted to get. It really doesn't make much sense how your car rotates the way it does. Oh, I need the mirror to pick up that gem, actually. Forgot about that. There you are. I knew he was right behind me, so I was trying to wait so he would hit me. I get points from it and whatnot. Yeah, every time I hear that skull on it, I'm just so displeased, even though I'm not the one that got hit by it. I think to myself, man, somebody just had to deal with something fairly unfair. That's not even... Would that be an issue? That flamethrower. I'll try to get ahead a little bit right here so I can pick up that gem without too much worry. Whoa, hello. How do you do that? Get going. I was about to say, we should be able to dispatch this guy fairly quickly. Race cam's still definitely not made for combat. It's merely a camera made for keeping up with people. Even with the additional equipped weapons that it has now, and I guess Armor 2 probably in some capacity, it's still not much of a fighter. They seem to have some skill from earlier on, when we did a tournament as them and got points. We did a point challenge as them, but it's not their forte. There's no real excuse for... Nothing that really takes the place of actually being a robot made for that sort of stuff. Okay, though, so that's a pretty alright start. And that is more than a third of the points that we need. So it is fairly pleasing. At this point, it's just tradition. Going all in on the power for all of these just because it's the Bedlam way. It also means that Bedlam plays a bit more differently than Metacog, since I have a different philosophy for playing as the two of them, strategy. And also it reflects their characters being a little bit different in how they like to handle their vehicles. Ah! I was about to say I've gotten pretty good at this whole fast start thing. Right as I say that. So I still need to remember to get that gem, of course, like before. Ah! I want that flamethrower. I want these power-ups in general. Back here. Ah. I was wasting a lot of my time right here. I wasn't even aimed. Just hip fire. I do appreciate that you can actually hit enemies with that though without aiming it explicitly. That being programmed in is something that makes sense, but what isn't necessarily a given. Man, everyone is just one big back. And nobody managed to pick up that power up. Awesome. Ah, points are not amazing. Ah, explosion's messing everything up. Not horrible either, I guess. That's not really what I need. Do I just go for 30,000? It's a little bit less than what I'd like to have. Of course he has invincibility as he runs past. Oh, stop picking things up. These cars can't handle themselves. But this car can't, at the very least. Right, so I've not had this issue to this degree in any other race before, I don't think. Darn it, man, I had a lot for a moment. Everybody else taking the power-ups I want to have. No, stop it. It's my race! Okay. 30,000 is alright. Not as much as I would have liked, but it puts us at the halfway mark at least. Things are getting more and more vicious and violent. And Drifting Around Storm is having a hard time keeping up. It's basically just them doing all this themselves. And what do you do? I imagine there's no bonus you get for having extra gear, so what do we do with this extra gear? I could, of course. Now, one interesting thing to do would be this. Make your car as heavy as possible without actually increasing its stats. You never upgrade sponsors. There you go. Just have it upgraded. Okay. Frozen Wasteland is kind of a mixed bag for me. I initially had a pretty hard time with it. I think I had a couple good games here too, though. So I'm not really sure what to expect anymore. Because sometimes you just never really see other racers because it's a bunch of split paths, and other times I get exactly that for some reason. So it seems though like you still get points for hitting anybody that's invincible. So much for doing damage as it is for hitting them. So hitting somebody's destroyed car or hitting an invincible car still gets you points, as far as I can tell. Darn it. Awesome. So that was not how that was intended to be used. Alright, that's my right point so far. Interesting, you kind of consume the oil so if you go over it. You can hit multiple people with it. Would not have expected that. Let's follow Metacog. Let's be rude to him. Get up in their face. Ah. Slowed down me almost as much as it did Metacog. It really did almost, actually, because they're almost caught up with me now. I thought the other way. Not again. That darn speed boost. What? Okay. That didn't really do what I was hoping it would do. Okay, I did not get much speed from that. I might as well stay close to somebody that I know I'll be able to do something to if I only get a power up. Everyone's here. Not a ton of points right now to be seen here. You're on the third lap already. That's actually a little concerning. I think this is the lowest point from your last time too, though. So maybe I shouldn't be too concerned. It's almost 40,000 points, actually. Yeah, it's not so bad. That is, though, about it for the episode. I have been doing about one tournament per episode in the past for the past few, I feel like. But we're not going to be able to finish this episode with one. I think it's largely because last episode was a little bit long. So we got a bit of a late start here. We only need a bit over 20,000 more points. We should be able to do that without a problem. So I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels Extreme Racing, which may be the finale, who knows. It might be one more race and then we see the last of what this game has to offer. Maybe something else pops up afterwards or something weird like that, who knows. In any case, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode. Bye everyone.